Hello everyone, it's Emaphant here, and I'm back with a brand new speed build. I do have to insert a little bit of a shameless plug here, guys. I'm hoping to get to 50 subscribers before my birthday in October, so if you guys like what you see here, it would mean so much to me if you would consider subscribing. So anyway, today we are building a little family cottagey farmhouse type of thing is what I had in my mind. So it's a 5-sim house, I want to say. And I really just wanted it to be a very friendly house, have a lot of family spaces, a lot of nice places where you would hang out together and entertain or just spend time together was really what I had in my mind. So I also wanted it to feel a little bit more cozy, I guess. So we do a little bit smaller bedrooms that I often have done in the past. And that's something else that I kind of want to do more as well, is because I want my rooms to feel a bit more full, a bit more crowded and lived in. So that's something that I'm hoping to do more in the future. I've had a couple come out like that are just a little bit tighter and, you fill it up more, it feels more realistic in my mind. So that is what I'm intending to do with this house. I hope that you guys feel that I have done that. This is also available for download on the gallery under my Origin ID Emaphant, or I'll also link it in the description down below that you can just click on it and go straight to the Origin website if you want this in your game. So yeah, we're just working on the floor plan here. I really wanted to be very intentional about where I placed all of the rooms, and that's something else that I'm trying to work on, is having the spaces just fit together correctly, because there's some places, some houses that I've done that I feel I've done that very, very well, and some that I just really haven't. So that's something else that I want to work on and get better about. It's having very structured spaces that make sense and seem realistic for the size that they are, for the placement that they are, and all of that stuff. So we do the master bedroom on the first floor at the back here, and then have 3 kids' bedrooms up on the second floor. So it's a good house. You could get a good sized family in here, and it would be, I think, very good for growing families too, because we have a teen bedroom in my mind, a toddler bedroom, and a kid's bedroom in here, so you could kind of have whatever level of family, however ages of family that you really wanted to in this place. So we're starting to work on the color scheme here. I really liked the idea of these, I guess, tan kind of shingles wallpaper, but we ended up changing it to blue because I just felt it didn't quite look how I wanted it to look. And I feel blue is such an easy color, it always looks pretty much correct. So yeah, I don't know. I do like this house. I think it's very cozy, and it's modest, but still has everything you'd want in it. There's a lot of stuff in this house. So I thought that was good. Yeah, just working on some more of the exterior here, getting some of the things correct so that the screenshots all look right realistically. I really didn't need to put a roof over that porch, but if you get too low in live mode, you can see up in it and it looks super weird. So anyway, little things like that are probably very silly to do, but I like to do them because I like things to be perfect. You guys probably know by now that I'm slightly a perfectionist, so that's what we do. I also really liked how these trees looked in the front of the house, super kind of matchy. I really liked that. I actually, at the very end, I think I cut it out of the recording, but I made the 2 right next to the stairs smaller, so it was a little bit more drawing you into the house, I guess, in my mind. I really liked how the front of the house looked, so I thought that was good. Just tweaking the floor plan a little bit more right here, because I did want to add a common bathroom or a guest bathroom on the first floor, since my only other bathroom on the first floor was the master ensuite. I didn't really want your guests to be going through the master bedroom to get to the bathroom. That would be a little bit strange. So yeah, just messing with the floor plan a little bit here, trying to get a little bit more of that landscaping in. We'll do a ton more towards the end and make it just feel really lush and vibrant, and there's a good amount of gardening and stuff in this house as well. I think since we've gotten seasons, everyone's been super into the updated gardening skill, because I did a very good job revamping that, and I think making it a lot more fun, a lot less just tedious and repetitive and all of that. So working on the kitchen slash dining room here, I saw a thing on Pinterest that I really liked with this kind of bench seating under the windows like that. I do have to call out that's not currently playable. The bench seats aren't anyway with where the chairs are, and I really thought they would be because I assumed that when Dine Out came out with those bench seatings that they would have made it that you could have like chairs in the corner of that table, but it's not playable. So if you do want to download this house and you want that bench seating to be usable, you cannot have any chairs on the corner of that table. It's pretty strange, but I really liked how it looked, so I left it in there. We'll mess with all the colors because obviously none of the colors match right now, but we'll get there, guys. But I also figured I would just leave it in because you have all of this island seating as well, that you have plenty of seats for whoever you would want to have dinner with you or whatever meal, that it looked good. So I just left it even though it wasn't playable. So yeah, I do like this kitchen a lot. I think that it's a really big kitchen, which is appropriate because this is a 5-sim, potentially 6-sim house. Not excluding that I did include pet stuff in this house as well, so 7-sim if you're counting your pets. But like you have enough seating for all of them to eat with you, so I just figured, I know it's not playable, but it looks better, so we'll leave it for now. And of course, you guys can change it if you choose to download it. So yeah, I did like how this house wound it up with things feeling like realistically cluttered. I think that's something that I want to try to do more and more, is have like a lot of realism and realistic clutter in my houses, because I feel like that's part of the reason that people like download other houses off the gallery, is if they want something that has all of this energy put into it and this time put into the build, but don't necessarily want to build it. So I'm trying to do that for y'all because I think that that's probably why people download things off the gallery. So we also get a nice little desk area over here. This is the only computer in the house, although of course you could transform one of the bedrooms into an office. If you wanted to have a more office space and have more skill building things in there, you could easily do that. So messing around with these laundry machines as well, we actually ended up making that into a little closet space that I believe it is playable. I didn't actually play test the laundry machines, but I've seen other people do it, so I'm pretty sure it's playable. But if it's not, you can just like take out that wall that I have with this little like archway space in it. I also really wanted to add a curtain to kind of block that off, but none of the curtains looked quite right with the door frames that I used, so it's not blocked off. You could do that if you wanted to, but just none of the curtains were looking right for me, so I gave up on trying to make that idea work, and we just have it be open, so I think that's fine too. I also liked how this hallway was kind of making the parents' bedroom feel a little bit more private, I guess. I think that was nice to have, and is more realistic to have that kind of space be tucked away and not necessarily where everyone would walk through. Of course, that being said, you do have to walk through that hallway to get to the backyard at all, but it's probably mostly family and or people that they know well that are going to their backyard, as opposed to just being the front main parts of the house. So yeah, decorating this bookshelf. I do wish that those slots in the bookshelf were a little bit different placement and or had room for a couple more things, that the slots were bigger, because I feel like they're just too small as they are. So I think that's a common complaint that people have still with shelves right now. We've gotten more smaller decor, but it's not enough, there's so many little shelves in the game that are great, but nothing fits on them, which is so frustrating. So anyway, working with this floor plan a little bit more, I wanted to add a closet into the parents' bedroom, so I had to find a little way to put that find some place to put that closet, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I also wanted to mess with colors a lot in this build and use swatches that I don't frequently use. So we get a lot of greens and reds into this bedroom. It actually felt very Christmassy by the end, but I didn't want to change it because then I would probably have just used the swatches that I always use, and that can get a bit boring. So we do leave it feeling a little Christmassy, it's fine. But I do like the parents' bedroom, it's a bit old-fashioned, not super, super modern, but it's still nice. Like, we get a couple of chairs in here, we get a pet bed, we get a vanity, and yeah, we get like a dresser and a closet actually, and a full-length mirror. So there is a lot of nice stuff in this parents' bedroom that I think would be really nice for gameplay if you guys wanted to download this. But yeah, I never used that rug either, that stripey rug from base game, that's what I'm trying to say. I think that I only use it in the peach swatch and only if I'm using that one modern double bed from base game as well. It's in a peach swatch. Like, I never ever use it. And it has some good swatches. It's a great size. It's what it really is that there's not a lot of rugs that come in that 4x3 size, which to me is like the perfect size for any Sims, like any room in the Sims at all. So anyway, we're working on the master ensuite here. We do get a shower and a bath, and double vanities. Of course, a toilet as you need in your bathroom. Yeah, you guys, I get a toilet in my bathroom. Like, I have a very nice bathroom with a toilet in it. I also struggled more, again, on rugs here, trying to find something that wasn't what I always used, but still fit with that kind of modern vibe of the bathroom. So we ended up just sizing down these rugs from Cats and Dogs and putting them together so they kind of looked like a runner rug. The diamonds actually lined up perfectly for me to do that at the edge of the rugs, but I didn't just want it to be like that 1x2 size because that wasn't quite big enough. But yeah, I do like this bathroom. It's pretty simple, but it has, like, I don't know, I'm so obsessed with that shower from Seasons. Like, that shower is my favorite shower in the game that we've ever had. I'm pretty sure. Like, I just love the window painting of it. That's what it's called, the window painting of the glass. Like, it's so pretty to me. And I want a shower like that in real life. My real life shower is just glass, which is still nice, but I just really like that. So working on the living room here, we get a nice seating area, TV, fireplace, video game console, bunch of stuff. We get some kids' toys in here as well. I do believe that we change a couple of things at the very end off camera, just changing color swatches like of this rug and whatnot, because I also, like I said, I'm trying to use different colors than I typically use or different items that I typically use. So I adjusted a couple of things, but you'll see everything in the screenshot, so don't worry, you'll get to see exactly how it looks in the end. But yeah, I mean, I liked this living room a lot. Like, I felt like it was exactly the right size for everything that I wanted to put in it, and that was what I wanted to have happen. So I was pretty pleased with that, and this is definitely all playable. I double checked that, even though I didn't double check everything. But yeah, you know, it's a nice living space. Like, it is very family friendly. We get a nice piano in there for skill building, got a nice toy box, and then it's just nice and full. Like, it's not excessively big, I think, which is really, really good. I also wanted to add that little magazine rack because I figured it looked like sheet music too. And when I was a kid, by our piano, we had like a little thing like that had all of our kids' sheet music in it. So I thought that was a nice little touch of realism. But yeah, we also do like a lot of funky things with shelves here, like under this painting that we just put in, we'll put shelves across all of that. And then we get a nice entryway mirror that we also put shelves underneath. So I was going a little crazy with the shelves in this house, actually, now that I think about it. But I also feel like that's somewhat realistic, is that you'd have a lot of surfaces to place things in a real house. So I don't know, I thought it was a good little touch of realism. So yeah, working on that entryway here. Yeah, it's an entryway. I don't really know. I feel like I often use the exact same objects in entryways because there's only like a couple that fit, you know, like there's only the one coat rack, and now of course the umbrella stand, which I think is fantastic, but I think I use that ottoman in like every entryway because I think it's one of the nicest ones. Like, it has some good swatches. I like that it has books underneath of it because I am a huge bookworm and I never have enough book storage. So like, I have books in a dresser right now because that's the only place that I have to put them, and it makes no sense, but you know what? I needed a place to put them, so they're in a dresser right now and it's fine. Anyway, that's pretty much wrapping up the first floor here. We'll tweak a couple of things, and then I do a bunch of tweaking off camera that's just like moving things slightly around or changing a couple of color swatches. So I apologize if that bothers anyone, but I wanted it to be perfect at the end, so I tweaked a couple of things. So we've moved on to the second floor where we are working on the kids' bathroom here. It's a kids' bathroom. You know, I don't like bathrooms. It's cute. I do like that shower still. Of course, Emaphant likes the elephant shower. Like, it's very cute. I like it a lot. It's very kiddie, but you know, this second floor is for a toddler, a kid, and a teen, so I felt like it was appropriate to have a fairly kid-focused bathroom here. But yeah. Anyway, it's still nice and clean and modern, and we get a nice few decor things in here to make it feel, again, a bit more lived in, because I think that that's important in The Sims. Like, it makes it just so much nicer to have these clutter items that make it feel more realistic. So I hope you guys see that as well. But yeah, anyway, how are your guys' days going? Like, have you guys been enjoying some nice summer weather? Is it not summer for you guys? I've been way too hot and just like trying not to die in my upstairs because I live in a really skinny townhouse, so my third floor gets so hot. I've just been trying to deal with it. We're talking about getting a second air conditioning, like not a window unit, but something like a window unit to help cool off that third floor because it just gets so hot up there because all of the heat rises straight up. But that's an ongoing project. That's an expense that we're gonna wait on for right now. Anyway, working on the teen bedroom here. I started putting this bed in the middle of the bedroom, but then I was like, wait, teens never have their beds in the middle of their bedroom. Like, it's always that corner bed. I know I always shoved my bed over and would make like this little cave of pillows in the corner of my bed that was like, it was so nice and so cozy and I loved that. So I figured that was like a lot more realistic for a teen is to have their bed pushed over in the corner. That's also why I said you could maybe get 6 Sims in here, because I don't believe you can get 2 Sims in a double bed when it's pushed into the corner like this. I think you'd have to pull it over. So if you guys did want this to be a 6 Sim house, you would just have to like move that over a little bit, and probably you could just switch the bedside table to the other side of the bed and then it would all just fit fine. But yeah, I liked this room. I was going for a lot of blues and yellows. I think it has a lot of fun lighting and like silly things like that I felt was pretty realistic for a teen to have in their room. So I thought that was fun. I actually really like this bedroom. I think this would be a super cool bedroom to have as a teen because it has just like, 1, a lot of books. Clearly I like my books. And 2, like it has a lot of fun decor items like the funky giraffe lamp, and it has that elephant and books thing decor object from movie Hangouts stuff pack as well. But I love those items. Like, they're so goofy and fun and I like to use them in different things. But we're working on the toddler bedroom here. This one I felt was like, but maybe you didn't have the toddler yet and you didn't really know if it was a boy or a girl or what their personality was like. I kind of left this more neutral in my opinion. So I hope that you guys like that. I don't know if you do or not, but I tend to like start my families with just a couple and then have kids as we go. So I felt like it kind of made sense that you wouldn't necessarily know what all of your kids were going to be like yet. And maybe having this more neutral toddler bedroom would make sense because you hadn't gone there yet. You didn't know like what they were going to like or be like as a kid. So that was what I intended here. I hope you guys like that. I don't know. I'm still so obsessed with that plushie from Kid Stuff Pack, that little like Totoro looking plushie. I want one in real life. I mean, I told you guys this before, but I do have a Totoro plush. If you guys don't know what Totoro is, by the way, it's a Studio Ghibli movie. Check it out. It's super cool. I feel like I've said this like 6 times and like never explained what Totoro is, but it's a Studio Ghibli character from the animated movie that is like this massive king of the forest godlike creature. I'm a little bit confused as to what he actually is, but anyway, he's super cute and I have a big huge plushie of him and I'm low-key obsessed, and that plush from Kid Stuff Pack always reminds me of him because it's like the dimensions are the same, the colors aren't, but the dimensions are the same. But anyway, we finished the toddler's bedroom and have now moved on into the kids' bedroom. This is the one that I figured would be a child's bedroom. I kind of was thinking that I wanted it to be a guy's bedroom, but it's very much in between, like, I would say very gender neutral with the color scheme, a lot of greens and oranges. My boyfriend actually was watching me build this and was laughing. He was like, no, like green, like lime green and tiger stripes are totally feminine. So I didn't think so. I don't know if you guys will, but I figured this was like pretty gender neutral. So yeah, I think it will work for whatever sim that you want to have in this room. And I think it's still like a nice space that is very kid friendly. Like, it's a fun room. So we're adding a couple of last minute decor objects inside the house, and then we'll move on to the backyard where we get a nice dining table in the back. We get a grill, a couple of love seats, and then I believe we also get both a monkey bars and a swing set and some gardening stuff. I want to say we get all of that in here. So yeah, it's a really fun backyard. You know, we get a lot of plants and a lot of trees here as well, which I really, really liked. So I do hope that you guys like this house, and please let me know if you guys download this. Like, I would love if you either tweeted me your pictures, commented me pictures down below here, something like that. Like, I would love so much to see if you guys actually like use these houses or how you're using them. Would be very, very cool for me. So let me know if y'all download my houses, and that'd be super neat. Anyway, we are working on the landscaping right now. I wanted it to feel like very comfortable. Yeah, that's a terrible word to describe it, but I feel like trees make a place feel very homey, like it's been around for a long time. That's what I'm trying to say. It's because obviously if you have all these trees built up, like they probably were planted a long, long time ago. So that's kind of what I was going for here, is to have something that had been built up for a very long time. So I hope that you guys like it. We also added a couple more dog toys back here. And yeah, I mean, it's just like a fun backyard. It's a very easy backyard to do stuff in and to have adventures in. And I thought about adding a pool or something like that, but I was like, like I'd rather just have like this grassy space, especially if you're going to have kids or pets or something like that. I think it makes more sense to have more areas for them to run around in. So anyway, we are pretty much wrapping this up. We're going to get some more landscape painting. We'll get all of the lighting in and stuff like that. But I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it right here for you guys. And there'll be a bunch of screenshots at the end so you can see everything that I did change after the fact. It's really just color swatches and a few things like that. But that just about wraps this up. So if you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, or consider subscribing down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!